Hello, everyone. Very good evening, and a very much big congratulations to every participants who have made this to end of the 5 week long celebration that is Developer Days. So, all the folks, this is the last session for Developer Days season one. That will be the closing ceremony, and today we're going to have much more things. So, starting with the traditional welcome to the closing ceremony of Mozilla Developer Student Community and KFG Durg Present Developer Days, platform partner Dayfolio, authentication partner Savo Labs, supported by Script Foundation, and streaming partner StreamYard, a month-long celebration for developers. And we have Sonal as well on the stage. So first of all, I am Khalid Khan, and I'm one of the co-organizers of Developer Days. And we have Sonal also, who is also one of the co-organizers. Can we bring Sonal on stage? Hi, hi Sonal.
Hey
How are you?
everyone, I'm fine.
Uh,
How are you, Khalid?
I am great. Like in the opening ceremony, we
Okay.
said we don't gonna have any fake conversation, but right now we are right
Yeah.
having one. And now we'll be starting very soon. And today, as the closing ceremony, Sonal, what was your experience being one of the co-organizer of Developer Days, being in this side of the table? We have participating in many hackathons and boot camp, but this
Yeah.
time we were this time in this table. So how do you feel about it?
Experience has been phenomenal. We have a lot more enthusiasm. We have a very great audience, and we have very active participants who have been just increasing our enthusiasm to much more level. So yeah, it
We
has been
had
great.
amazing challenges. We did amazing
Yeah,
work. Like
amazing
I would like
sessions,
to
amazing
amazing
speakers.
session.
Yeah,
And I really like to thank everyone who was involved in this developer days. For like everyone,
yeah,
we'll be having a separate vote of thanks for everyone, but this is from a personal side. Thank you very much to all the participants and every person who is involved in developer days. So this will be the last session, and basically the last ever we will be live for the season one of developer days. So let's
yeah,
talk about the milestones. So if we can have something on the screen, great. So right, talking about the milestones, developer days has achieved very much more from our expectations, because we only expected, as I remember, Sonal, the first meet the organizing team, the first meet we have, and we expected that we'll have about
yeah.
600 total
Very low
participants,
expectation. Yeah,
and
the
I
maximum we
feel
had
that
was 600. Yeah.
this the maximum threshold which we thought of the number of participants was 600, and taking this to a level this high was not at all expected from our team or anyone in the organizing team or the volunteer team. So very much the major milestone which I personally like, that I'm very glad and very like proud for the developer taste team that we made an impact and one person got a job by just attending the session of UI UX, the last podcast we have, and she or he has particularly said everything she learned on the developer days podcast, and which helped her to get a job offer from a reputed company in the UI UX track. So can we have developer days OP in the chat, and let's get some appreciation for the team. This was the major milestone and the impact which Developer Days team has done to the whole community as well as the whole developer community. Now there are many much more milestones which we're gonna talk about. Starting with the statistics, as people love number very much. So starting with the statistics, this was the basic graph and the average graph which we made after the 5 weeks. We had about 200k impressions on YouTube, with more than 20k YouTube watching, with 5,000 more than 5,000 unique visitors which watch our videos more than 2.5k, which is 2,500 hours. And now, as I talked about the registrations, we only expected, as I mentioned, total number of 600 registrations, but that was the milestone we crossed when we declared the registration open on the very first day. So I like to kudos to the whole team. The next about the Discord members, we had about 1,700 Discord members, which was very active throughout the 5 weeks, and which really made us proud in the whole Developer Days program. We had about more than 900 people following our social media accounts, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and they were really active and commenting and sharing all our posts, which really help us to expand our network very much. Talking about the project submission, the most interesting part of Developer Days, And I'm very proud and glad to inform we had about more than 800 projects submitted during this Developer Days program. This is a massive numbers, and I am really proud of all the participants and the team. So this is the number
And
we
also,
achieved.
beginners have just tried to
Yes,
uh, submit their projects. That's the incredible part, that we have made beginners also compelled to submit their projects. So
and
breaking
that
that
is the most
procrastination
interesting part,
level.
because usually what happens when we try to learn a new skill, and most of the people ki chalo kal karenge, but the deadlines and the basically what I can say the pressure which
The
we put on
leaderboard,
the participants, the leaderboard
yeah,
and the points, as always the swags as the
and the
motivation
swags as
help.
well, yeah.
And yes, and these makes actually everyone motivated to participate and learn new things, and that was the only motive which we have when we were planning the Developer Days program. So this was total 800. I'm really proud and like glad, and I'm the kind of emotional when was just telling the number of projects which we received, and that was really mesmerizing. The 800 number of projects, more than 800, basically 800 plus projects were submitted during the Developer Days program. Can we quickly get a Developer Days OP in the chat for the number of projects? Basically, not Developer Days OP. Let's have a participants OP in the chat
For
for all the
participants, yeah.
participants who actually made this possible. And like I'm really like emotional when we are talking about Developer Days is going to end soon, and don't worry, we're gonna get comebacks very soon. And these projects was only possible because of the number of sessions which we organized, and that was 30 different sessions were organized in this whole 5 weeks on different tech stacks and different tracks which we organized. The first three tracks, the basically these three tracks was web, app, and UI UX, as everyone knows. And apart from that, there were about more than special session, more than like 5 to 6 special session was organized in the last week to like encourage everyone to participate in communities and hackathon. Even there were sessions organized on public speaking. There were different quizzes organized in these 5 weeks, which really made like basically the participation from all the attendees and the participants really made our team proud. And the next one, there were about more than 3,000 participants from 25 different countries, and that was not at all expected from the Developer Days team, because we really like thought of making it a small event with all the participants
Yeah,
participating within the country,
and
but
not a global event.
not a global event. But due to
But
the hard
we
work
have
of all the yes, due to the hard work of the all the community participating community, the community partners, all the core members, all the volunteers, which really made us proud. And we got registrations from
most importantly
25 different
sponsors.
countries, and basically the
Yeah,
sponsors
most
as well.
importantly sponsors.
Most importantly, the sponsors as well. We got registrations from 25 different countries, guys. Folks, that was not at all expected. And once again, I'm getting emotion depending upon the stats which we have. And the next was the community partner. Sonal was the one who was handling Sonal. And Sonal and Dheeraj, basically Sonal, Dheeraj, and Karthike made this possible and get about more than 12 plus community partners, which help us to expand our audience as much as possible. Uh,
And reach our target
Next,
audience basically,
reach our
the
basically
developer
reach
who are
our reach
enthusiastic. Yeah,
reach our target audience. And as you know, the number of weeks was 5 week long event. So this was all milestones which Developer Days program has achieved with the help of everyone who helped us. Now, I was been talking so much. Now let's move towards the shout out part. So, starting with the first and the foremost, Sonal, what do you think? These people, the sponsors, has really helped us to gain much and much
yeah,
audience and support
really.
from
They
different
have been the
communities. And
they have been the
yes,
backbone for developer days. Without
they
them,
have
we
been.
couldn't think of the developer days.
Yes, because
So yeah,
talking about all the arrangements, which was only possible because of the support of our sponsors, starting with the platform partner, Devfolio, Savo Labs was the authentication partner, streaming partner as StreamYard, the API partner as Postman, DigitalOcean was there are many other sponsors like DigitalOcean, Karo Verify, Skillship Foundation, JetBrains, Script Foundation, XYZ Domains, Filecon, EchoAR, Replit, Exure, Tezos, Polygon, Cello, CoinSwitch, Kuber, and Balsamic Cloud. And like a huge shout out to everyone to every sponsor who help us to conduct this event. Now I have been talking much. Let's give Sonal a chance. Sonal, would you like to thank our community partner? What do you feel about the community partners?
Yeah. So they have been the most supportive throughout the event as they have the potential developers who have been active, and uh, we were able to reach them and spread our message that what developer days are, and give them the thing that we are hosting such an event, and if you like then you can join us. So that's has been the most incredible part for community that they had helped us. So I would like to thank community classroom, coders evo, codex script, DevStrons, CodeFlow, Programming Universal Group, Basecamp, DevScript, TensorFlow User Group Chandigarh, Developer Student Club, DIT Durg, CNCF Durg, and Text Ahead. Thank you so much, community partners, for helping us and uh, giving us the people and the participants who are really interested in learning and developing the skills. So
Now,
yeah,
like apart from
we
the
should move
community
forward.
partners, let's move forward from the community partners to the one who was very active on our Discord server. For this, I'd like to call upon Dheeraj, who was always coordinating with the mentors and helping them to help all the volunteer participants. So, can we have Dheeraj on the stage?
Hi, Dheeraj.
You for invite. Hello, Sunil. Hello, Khalid. Viewers. Okay, so we have with us our mentors. Mentors are one of the backbones of our program. Like we tell, like mentors are those who means help the participants in their queries, in their doubts. They are always active on the Discord server, whether it is voice chat or it is in return. Like they also conducted the mentoring sessions for us. Apart from speakers, they are the one who guided the participants about different projects, how to make those projects. Also, if they are having any last minute doubts, they are also cleared by this mentor. So a huge shout out to this mentor. So let me tell their names one by one and giving them shout outs. So like for the UI UX track, we have with us Ayush Bajpai, Anush Bhatia. So huge shout out to both of them for maintaining the UI UX track in sync. Also, like for Android track, we have with us Manish Kumar Bats, Chintan Parmar, and Priyank Sankar. These three mentors are there for the Android track, helping others who are getting their doubts. And like for the web dev track, we have also three mentors. We have Snehil, we have Subham Patel, we have Darshan Kumar. So these three are for the web dev track. So huge shout out to all the mentors who are there in our community from the past 5 months. They are working hard daily. They are taking mentoring sessions and also like coordinating the Discord by helping others. So that's all from my side. Now over to you, Sonal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sonal towards the next part.
So
Sonal,
yeah,
you're on
the
mute.
most important. I'm
Now you're on mute.
speaking.
You're audible. Well,
Okay. So the most important participant as well as the performer who has been helping us and the whole team for the active participation and making an event successful, uh, which is the gaming nights, the quizzes. So I would like to call Harjot, who has been coordinating with all our volunteers, to give them shout out.
Hello everyone, I'm Harshjot.
Hey
So
Harjot.
yeah, this is one of the most important part because without our volunteers, it would have been a difficult task for the organizing team to handle this event. Also, they made incredible efforts to ease our work for engaging for our event. Also, they were the one who were behind the mini events, the fun events conducted in our Discord, and also the open bonus challenges that were held by the developer days. They were the one who were coordinating with the organizing team. So, giving let's give the shout out to the volunteers. The volunteers were Priyanka Prasad, Ananya Chatterjee, Hare Krishna Rai, Anshu Priya, Neil Shah, Nayan Kumar Verma, Nayan Kamal Verma, Yash Kumar Srivas, Ghulam Yazdani, Nishant Rajput, Aniket Chaudhary, Anubhav, Harsha Sumanchandra Mishra, Arshil Sheikh, Joshit Reddy, Gopidi. Also, I appreciate their work in Dev Days. And also, on behalf of the Developer Days team, I would like to thank them all for coordinating for such amazing event. This was a success only because of the organizing team members, volunteers, mentors, speakers, and the participants as well. Also, apart from the organizing team, they were the one who were coordinating the most for the success event. So
So
thank
can we
you.
get a quickly a volunteer OP in the chat? So because this all the fun event and fun activities were planned by these volunteers and Harshot, the one who is handling everything. So can we get volunteers OP in the chat?
Thank you, volunteers and the organizing team. Now I would like
Thank you so
Khalid to
much.
continue with the vote of thanks.
Now, like we cannot like have much words to thank everyone who's involved. We'll be moving one on one to everyone, every track. The first starting with because these number of projects and these number of participation was only possible because of high number of like amazing number of sessions taken by different field expert who was basically active and helping everyone with through their sessions. So starting with the first track, which was UI UX. So we have Hansaj on the stage. Can we have Hansaj on the stage? That he
Hey
was a
everyone.
track lead for UI UX.
Hi,
Hansaj, would you like?
Ansars.
Hey Khalid, hey Sonal. So yeah, so we had a lot of fun organizing the UI UX track, and let's turn back to week one. So we had Puneet Chawla that basically introduced UI UX to the entire community. He told what's UI UX. He told us about some user personas, user empathy research, and we also had Sonal with him. That was fun. Sonal had some live session with him. Then second week we had Ame Nikose, who delved deep into more research part, what should be the color theory, some mood boards, and some user journey scenarios, which are like a crucial part of app development as well as UI UX development. And the third week, the main week, we had Ashish Kashyap, who was on fire that day. He made an amazing app in such a short time. So kudos to him as well. And for the last speaker, we had Vaishnavi, who told us about the entire journey of just from an idea to develop a product, basically like product development, which was amazing. So a huge vote of thanks to our UI UX speakers. They were amazing, and I just don't have enough words to thank them. So, yeah.
Moving towards the next track, which was Android Dev. So, Sonal, who do we have from the Android Dev part?
Yeah, let's call upon Rahul for that. Rahul, would you? Yeah.
Hello
Hi, Rahul.
everyone. Hi Sonal. Hi Khalid. Hi everyone. So hope you have enjoyed the whole developer days event, especially for the Android development track. Yeah, because I am leading the Android development track. So as the Android development track is only possible with the help of these amazing speakers, I want to I want to literally thank them because they have prepared that much hands-on experience for our track. And yeah, so firstly we start with the Kushi Sharma, who she has started the basics of Kotlin from the scratch. Then we have the Nitin Prakash, who have given the more insights of the Android development with the MVVM architecture and the API calling. Then we have the Akshay Sawant, who have taken the 2 week long and developed the whole full stack Android app. So yeah, I want to thank them a lot from our whole team. That's it from my side.
Next was the web development track, and Sonal was one of the basically the web dev track lead. So, Sonal, would you
Yeah.
like to thank our speakers?
Yeah, sure. So I would like to thank a huge thank you for them to just make the sessions incredibly simple and making complex topic in a really good manner that people can really understand and know what the topic is. We have really appreciated how our speakers have explained it. So huge shout out to them. So naming them, starting from Praveen. So huge thanks to Praveen Kumar, Shivam Singh, Soumi Ranjan, Nishal Singhi, Shikaran Srinath, Mohit Bhatt, and Abir Pal for their time, effort, and thanks a lot for them to make our sessions incredibly good. So yeah, we can move forward.
Now, apart from
Especially
these three tracks, Developer Days has always tried to bring different session and speaker to help and guide different participants to be active and into community, into public speaking, into hackathons. For this, we organize several special sessions. So we have Vinayak who was handling everything about a special session. Can we have Vinayak on stage? Vinayak, would you like to thank our special speakers?
First of all, thank you, Khalid and Sonal, for having me in the stage. And look, talking about Developer Days was like a kind of child for all of our organizers, and it was our responsibility to make it a special one with such special events. Starting with Jatin Pandya, we had a special podcast on UI UX from Jatin Pandya talking about Anton Aripov. He had a special session on KTOR framework from ground to up. Then we have Niloy, who gave a session on Sabo using React. Then we have Karthik Rawat, who actually gave a quick session on API 101. Then we have Ashish Shabra, one of our mentors, gave actually he didn't give a session, he made a special video on GitHub 101. Then we have Kuldeep Patel, also Kuldeep sir, who gave a special session on hosting a website. Then we have Karthik Soneji, Jay Kumar Devani, and Sri Karan, who was the person who were responsible for the session of how to start with the open source contribution. And by the way, that was one of our biggest streams of almost about 3 hours. And just to mention one more point, Sri Karan was also there for one of our biggest Twitter spaces. I guess that's all for the special speakers.
So moving towards the next part, we have the organizing community, or basically the organizers who really help us to organize everything with without which nothing would be possible. So I like to basically thank organizing communities, starting with the very first my our own community Mozilla Durg, who was handling the web dev track. So we have Atulya, who's the organizer for Mozilla Durg. Atulya, would you like to introduce the community?
hey,
Yeah, sure. So, hey everyone. As you all must be knowing me already, I am Atulya and I am the organizer of Mozilla Durg. So, Mozilla Durg is a web development based community, and our main aim is to promote collaborative learning and come up with new ideas and ways by which we can make learning engaging and more interesting. So, we are following a step by step process, so even the beginners can become a like crucial part of the community. So that's all for Mozilla.
We have the next community, that is KUG Durg. So we have Rahul, I guess, from KUG Durg. Can we have Rahul on screen?
yes.
Hello again. Hello everyone. Again, here I am here. So I am Rahul Keshwani. I am organizer of Kotlin User Group Durg. So yeah, Kotlin User Group Durg is a community which basically focus on the Kotlin and developer, or you can say the group of the people who use Kotlin. So basically, it is based on the Android development, and we are currently looking forward for the cross platform, as the Kotlin development is now has started the cross platform development. So yeah, uh, I always welcome, and we always welcome everyone who are interested, even who want to learn Android development using the Kotlin. They are always welcome for the KUG Durg. That's it from my side.
So now we have third community, that is developer student community. We have Karthike Rawat, who is the founder, one of the founders of developer student community. Oops, I guess this one slide. Karthike, would you like
Hey,
to take over?
Karthikeyan.
Uh, you are mute.
Thanks for joining this amazing celebration of 5 weeks. And there is a kind of a bigger song announcement. So what it is, I think so. Next slide, it will be better to show. So yeah. cool surprise. So yeah, we changed our name from Developer Student Community, or you can say Devs, to come for in OpenCo. And why we do this? So yeah, we try to maintain a like a there is a concept or misconception going on the DSC, like Developer Student Clubs from Google. So we thought of like, let's change this name with a new starting, and we are coming with some of the great programs on that end. So now the name is OpenCo. So what means, like from the video, I think so you love got that OpenCo. OP means open, in means inclusive, and co means collaborative specifically. Okay, so we are working on it, and many people who are from we are those who are from starting, we know devs to come are focusing try to more on in a very general and open end. And if we thought of maybe in the season 2, maybe you got some Figma specifically on, because we are just taking over the UI UX, because we are like open community. We are not only focused on a particular track, but we are open for different ideas. We are here to help you other folks. So I hope so you got. And talking about some of the future program, maybe in 2 to 3 days you will got everything. We are starting from 3 to 15 October, a Hacktober session on a, you can say, an open source banger session with different GitHub stars to contribute on one of the biggest orgs. Then we have coming with machine learning boot camp and with amazing speakers. You loved it. So I think so I make some little bit about it. But yeah, I hope so you love that part. And yeah, and thanks to my team. Actually, my team is working so hard, really so hard, because like I am in starting, you can say I am working for the sponsorship and community partnership end. But again, I'm saying the total management kind, I will want to give shout out to my whole team. I contributed if 1% to this, then they are doing 1,000% of work over there. So again, shout out to Developer Days team. They are working so hard, and we can't expect we achieve so much in this, like what we are achieved right now in terms of numbers also, and what we are impacted. Like I feel so privileged that from UI UX, and we just we are in creating an impact, like to improving someone's life, or you can addition to someone's life. That's what our missions. And we do, and we never expect that. So thanks to my team. And I will say dev days op in chat, I want that, folks, if you want to, because you know what they have done for you, this sacrifices most of the time to help you folks. So I hope so you got something on that. And so yeah, thank you again.
Great. And now this event won't be possible without the support of our organizing team, basically. So we have Sparsh Sharma, who was really active in coordinating with the team and the members. So Sparsh, would you like to thank the team?
First of all, thank you so much, everyone. Actually, thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank every single one who participated. We have been working for you guys, and thank you so much for making this program successful. From the like, you guys came to know about it, I guess, at a very final stage, but we were working on this from a long time. We were, as you can see on the screen right now, see that the team right now I will show the whole team, and you will be able to see that these were the people who actually came up with the idea, who started working on the idea, and they found each and every like each and every loophole, that how to like how we can basically work as a team. We were, most of us are from the same college, and but we were from different communities. We came up with the idea to collaborate, and then we I guess we did a great job. Karthike was saying this earlier, and I think we did a great job, and I don't feel that I would have been able to do it, or maybe Karthike would have been able to do it alone. It's because of the other people that you have been seeing right now. So you can see the team right now. So this is first, like there's me, I'm Sparsh, and then there's Kshitija. She was co-organizer of UI UX track. She was the lead of that track. Next is Karthike Rawat. Everyone knows Karthike Rawat. He was one of the organizers. Then there was Abhishek Agarwal. Abhishek was also the organizer, and you guys, many of you might know Abhishek. He's also from Developer Student Community, which is now not Developer Student Community. It's OpenCo. Okay, so OpenCo OP in chat, guys, again, because it's about time. And even Moz OP in chat, and even KUG OP in chat, because these were the three communities which made it possible. And talking about KUG, we had Rahul Kesarwani from that end. Talking about Moz, we had Khalid Khan. Khalid OP was spammed most in like whole duration of time, I guess. So like if there was statistics to show that, I would have said that. So further to that, we had Vinayak, who was again from developer student community, and then we had Dheeraj. So each and every, like, I'll say, each and every major session of this developer days was handled by Dheeraj on the backstage. He might not have come on front, like he came in one session to interview Karthike on his home turf. So that was one of the thing. And then we had Hansaj. Hansaj was also co-organizer, and he was also representing OpenCo. Then we had Atulya. Atulya is lead of Moz, and she was representing Moz because she is lead of Moz. So next we had Sonal. Sonal is smiling right now, and we had. I'm telling you, we had a great team. And if someone wants to hear something from me, from a organizer, or maybe from Karthik, I will say, guys, if you want to do a hackathon, if you want to do a boot camp, if you want to do anything, get these guys, because these are the people who will make it possible. Because without them, you cannot do. I'm telling you, you cannot do things. So again, we had Harshdol. All of you who participated in any of the fun events, the people who participated in those, Harshdol was the guy. He was the person who planned those. He was the person who executed those, and he was the person who was actually behind the scenes. And he was not able to play. He loves to play games, but he was not able to play a single game. He was not able to do even a single thing because he was actually basically meant kind of looking after the event. Next, we had Umang. So Umang, you guys know, Umang is from again Mozdar. And then we had Suryansh. Suryansh is again from KUG. So Suryansh represented KUG. Then we had Isha, we had Tharashri. They were managing the graphics of the team, and they were also from OpenCo. So basically, we got all the members from these three communities, and I'm telling you, we were very glad to have them. There was Sheetal, there was Shreya, there was Aditi, Sheetal, Shreya, Aditi, Akash, Shruti, and Saket. I said these names in a single flow because these were the people who were responsible for the content that you have been seeing throughout the social media. These were the people who were responsible that what you see, how you reacted to that, and the content team. I'll say from graphic designing to video editing to content writing, every single thing was done by these people. And this level of hackathon where 2000 people were involved, you cannot expect that a team of mere 20 people pulled this off. These were the organizers, these were the people who thought about it, these were the people who executed the plan. And I'm telling you, if I want that I should have an hackathon, or if I want to have a boot camp, or if I want to have a birthday party at my house, I'll call these guys because I want these people in my team because these people make the job very easy and they make it flawless to work upon with. So thank you so much for the graphic team. Thank you so much for the content team. Thank you so much for the finance team, because without them we wouldn't be fine actually. And thank you for thank you for every single person who put their brain and time to this, because for you this event was for 5 weeks, for these people this event was for 10 to 12 weeks. And right now event is not. I'm thanking everyone, I'm thanking every single one for being part of this. It's kind of vote of thanks, but for these people it's not the vote of thanks, because these people have to work, because for the next section what we have upcoming for you all, you'll get to know that what these guys are left to do for you all. And I hope you guys like that. We have been planning some stuff, so I'll just give it away to Khalid, and thank you so much everyone for being part of this.
Now, can we have the PPT down because it's time to call our chief guest, who is Khushboo Verma, who is a software engineer at Microsoft. Can we have Khushboo on stage? Hi,
Hi
Khushboo.
Hey, Khushboo.
everyone. Hi. So excited to be here.
Great. So, Khushboo, Sonal will ask you this. Like, we'll be starting with some questionnaires, then we'll be followed by some AMA, and then winners announcement will be there.
Sure, sure. Before you begin, I just wanna give a huge round of applause to the entire organizing team. It is so amazing to see what all you have been doing. And as someone who has been organizing events for quite some time, I know how much effort it takes. And kudos to all the participants who enthusiastically participated. Trust me, it's gonna help you in the long run, and you're gonna look back to these events. And once you enter the corporate world, you're going to miss them. So make the most out of it.
So the first thing I would like to ask is how communities has helped you in your career.
Sure. I think, when we interact with people in communities, first of all, it helps us get past that imposter syndrome, which every one of us has. Some or the other time we feel like we are not doing enough, we are not good enough, people are doing so much more than us, etc. But through communities, you meet people who are similar to you, who have the same ideas, and when you work with them, you actually bring out your best self. So I think communities have literally helped me get past that imposter syndrome, that fear of public speaking, that fear of putting myself out there. And secondly, once you start doing all these things, it definitely brings you recognition. People start noticing your efforts, and that should not be the motivation, but then it somehow helps you land more opportunities and being able to create more impact. That is the push it gives you. Another thing that communities have given me is an amazing network. So I think it would not have been possible without communities, that I know so many amazing people. And when I knew people, let's say 20 people from my college, now these 20 people are working at, let's say, 20 different companies. So, the impact and the scale of this impact goes long term, right? So you cannot even imagine how someone you met at a random community event, you might see them in the future and you'll be like, hey, remember we did that project together, or we participated in that hackathon together. So I think that has been another thing, and definitely helps you build your personal brand. And nonetheless, you can improve your technical skills. So if you are participating in developer days, if you're learning some tech stack, building projects, it's highlighting your profile, it's helping you sharpen your skills. So the benefits are unlimited.
Did this incident ever happen that you met a teammate and you realize that we met in particular hackathon or a particular
Oh, all the
basically
time.
conference? So basically, this has
Happens all
helped
the
you
time.
to grow your network and is really helping you in when you are in corporate work, and this is really helping you in at this moment of time. So,
Absolutely.
so next question, like this is a mandatory question. What do you feel about developer days?
I am really, really happy to see how so many people are so enthusiastically participating. There's so many different tracks. And I really wish that, when I was in my first and second year of college, I had something like this. Like literally, why didn't you guys organize it back then? I see it as a great learning opportunity for everyone who participated. It helps you go beyond your college, your city, and there is no restriction to what you can learn, right? There is no excuse to not learn. And one thing that I've noticed is that there is nothing that you cannot master if you put in enough effort. And be it DSA, be it programming, be it development, be it open source, when you give significant amount of effort to something. And another thing that I think is, just having a superficial knowledge of 10 things, apart, like rather than it's better to have thorough understanding of one or two subjects. And I think since this was a 5 week long event, I personally believe that the participants got not just the surface knowledge of it, but they also got to understand how these things work. And that is adding value to their lives, to their profiles, to their resumes. I really appreciate the entire team effort. Huge round of applause.
And
Thank
like,
you
how
so much.
was your journey being part of basically a simple college and then being one of the campus expert, followed by now you're a field expert. Now you're entering into like you have entered into Microsoft. So how was your journey along this period of time?
Right. I always try to, and I always like to think of it this way, that opportunities are like a domino. So you just click from here and then everything starts following up one after another, one after another. You do not plan how things will look like 5 years from now. I do not know what I'll be doing 5 years from now, but I'm really happy how communities have been there for me. And one thing that I've noticed, even in the Campus Experts program, my efforts were recognized. There was nothing called a field expert before, like Gunika and I became the first field experts from India. There was nothing called gold Microsoft, like gold, beta, alpha in the student ambassadors program. And I was again the first batch of gold learn student ambassadors. So as you can see, like I never did it for these titles, but these things automatically happened when the community started recognizing my efforts or the efforts of everyone who was there. So I mean, like, and it also gives a sense of satisfaction when you actually see that, okay, you are able to inspire someone. Even if you're inspired just one person, I think your task is done there. And the more we take from the community, I think it's our responsibility to give back in more volume. So yeah.
Actually, and like recently we will be starting with Hacktoberfest from the first of like basically tomorrow only. So what do you feel about open source and these programs which actually help to gain much and more basically knowledge and skills development for the participants or basically all the developers around the globe?
if I if I'm being honest, then I personally think that open source sometimes gets intimidating even for me. And working on such huge scale projects, it gets really intimidating. And I completely agree that any beginner who would be starting would feel the same way. And I think Hacktoberfest is such a great platform because it's an opportunity and everyone accepts that okay, beginners will come and they will ask questions. So let us create beginner friendly issues, first timer issues, etc. And if you are someone who can leverage what the community is doing for you right now, then that will help you in the long run. It will give you a taste of working in a team. It will help you work on large scale projects, maybe with tech stacks you have never got your hands on. So I don't think that there is anything that could have been better about Hacktoberfest. Just one thing that it's not just about getting one T-shirt or like just participating in open source for just 1 month. I think that it's a great kickoff, and that you should actually take away from it and keep contributing actively in the community. That is the best thing that you can do about it.
Talking of the communities, let's have a one like a promotion part of all the three communities involved: Mozilla, Dur, OpenCo, and KOG. All the links will be in the chat by the team. So it is like suggested to join all the three communities and like grow and come and grow together basically. Uh, now, like as the Hacktoberfest, everything is in the basic idea behind Developer Days was to give them a kickstart in the field of development. That's why the three basic things which we the three basic tracks which comes in mind, basically two basic tracks, and UI UX being the most important. Basically, without the user experience and user experience, nothing project no projects can be successful. So these three tracks we organize: web, app, and UI UX. Sonal, any questions for Khushboo?
I think she can share what message she wants to give to the participants to grow.
Sure. I would say that continue being active in such communities. Do not be restricted to any college background, any city. You are not limited in any way. The world is your, canvas. Paint it however you want to, and leverage the opportunities and work in a team. I think the organizing team would also agree, like as someone was mentioning, that no single person could have done it alone. They did it together, and I think that is such a beautiful thing about it. And what I would say is that um, as you just continue learning skills, first of all focus on trying to get an in-depth understanding. And I was just talking to someone yesterday, and he was mentioning about this thing in Atomic Habits book, that there is a valley of disappointment kind of. So the graph follows that once you start doing something, initially you find it exciting, then there comes a point when the excitement starts to drop a little bit, and you see a valley kind of a structure in that graph, where most of the people tend to give up. They start something and then they find it either boring or difficult or something, and then most of the people give up here. But if you continue persisting in this particular valley, then the graph just suddenly goes up, and that is how you gain expertise in any tech stack, or you become a subject matter expert, or you start getting more understanding of the thing. So persistence is the key. Do not give up, and that stage definitely happens with everyone, but just cross that and you will do wonders.
Like there's one personal question which happens with me a lot most of the time is the procrastination. To how to cope up with the procrastination.
Right. So I was just reading about it yesterday, like psychological hacks of how to, avoid procrastination. The first one is to be conscious about it. You have to observe your behaviors as someone, like sometimes, it's natural human tendency that we tend to find excuses. So whenever you're making an excuse, be accountable for it, like hold yourself accountable for it. Secondly, try to have a goal rather than a dream. A goal is a dream with a deadline. So try to give yourself a deadline that okay, I have to do this in 10 days, so I have to do it in 10 days. Secondly, try to find a team which can keep you motivated. So for example, you have a peer who is also doing the same thing, and then you compete amongst yourself, and that is how you can do it. And secondly, try to break down big complex problems into small chunks, because sometimes big problems make us feel like, okay, ये तो नहीं हो पाएगा, but break it into small parts and accomplish one task after another, and maybe give yourself some pat on the back or some gift for accomplishing every small milestone.
Great. So let's have some questions from the audience. So
Yeah.
any attendees would like to ask questions to Khushboo, please like feel free to add your questions in the live chat. We had one
So
question, Sonal. Can
Nishant
you read it out?
wants to add.
Yes.
Yeah, Nishant wants to ask, how do you manage work, community, and open source now?
Right, that's such an important question. And as I was just mentioning, that, instead of like touching 10 things superficially, try to develop mastery in something. So, like T-shaped learning. So, we just have 24 hours in a day. And although there is so much that we want to do, it's really important that we actually uh, do things which have meaning, which have more impact. So I try to manage my time in such a way that my side hustles do not overlap with my work, and that if I'm learning something, then I actually focus on it. Now your focus hours can be anything. Like, it can be if you're most active in night, if you are an early morning person, it can be anything. Try to find few hours in a day where you do some deep learning, and which is actually guiding you towards your goal. In the remaining time, try to get involved in other activities like community work, open source, or whatever is your like side hustle. So be conscious of where you are putting your time, and try to restrict it and hold yourself accountable.
We
That's an
have one
amazing
more
piece of advice.
question from Shivam. How was your journey to Microsoft?
Sure. So, as Microsoft, like similar companies, even as Microsoft, they focus a lot on data structures and algorithms. So, for the interviews part, you have to start doing DSA. And I would say it does not happen in just 2 or 3 months. You have to consistently put in efforts and be in touch with DSA. It's like if you lose touch, then it becomes really hard to. You have to again start from like there. And I also think resume also matters. And one advice I would like to leave you here is that, don't try to do everything by yourself. If you have a community, try to leverage it. Try to ask people to take your mock interviews. Try to ask people for resume reviews. Try to ask them what went good and bad in their interview experiences, and try to learn from their experiences. Sometimes, we think that, okay, we have to do it all by ourselves, but that is not true. The community is there to help you, and if you're part of communities, then leverage it for yourself as well, and try to take advice from people who have already been through that stage. And I think I did that a lot, and mock interviews and resume reviews helped me get there.
Great.
So we have next question from Sahil. He wants to ask importance of community and peer programming.
As I mentioned in the beginning, sometimes we think that we are the only ones who are facing a problem, or sometimes we think, we are too, like a question is too stupid, and we like start self doubt, and then procrastination happens, etc. So the importance of community and peer programming is that, first of all, you find out that you are not the only one. People have the same ambitions, same struggles as you, and that actually gives you a push to do things better. And I was just mentioning to Khalid that if you want to get over that procrastination, just find someone who has the same goals, same deadline, and try to do things together that you can do. Apart from it, it gives you so much exposure into opportunities. If it were not for communities, I won't even know of programs or so many things. So there are so many ways that you can leverage it for. Try to become a better leader by being a part of communities, and do everything that you want, and you are not restricted to any company, any community, etc. The world is your canvas. Like, try to leverage it.
Now, we will not take much questions. We'll take 2 or 3 questions because we have to move towards the winners part as well. So, at what level should we do DSA? It would be good for our placement, struggling with DSA.
If you are aiming for companies which ask data structures and algorithms, I would say that when you're practicing, focus a lot more on medium and hard questions, because hard questions can be intimidating. So what you can do is that if you are practicing through lead code, then when you solve a medium question, sometimes in the suggested questions it shows you a hard question which follows the same concepts of the medium one and just a step higher, right? So if you like look at that hard question from scratch, you might find it intimidating, but if you follow this process of starting with a medium question and then jumping onto the hard one with just a tweak in the logic. I think that is a good way to do it. And yeah, like try to solve as many medium questions as you can, and do mock interviews. And what level, I think, yeah, lead code medium and hard is the industry standard right now.
So well, we can take one more question. I find it interesting. Ishan
Yeah.
Bharadwaj questions.
So Ishan is asking how proficient were you in development when you appeared for Microsoft interview, since they mainly focus on DSA.
Right. I would honestly agree here that I was not very good at development, but yes, I had tried my hands in web development, and I had 3 to 4 projects which I had built, and I was mostly doing like whenever we used to do it in teams, I used to mostly take care of the front end part and not the back end. So I was not the best at it, which actually I think I should have done. But then again, during my internships, I got to do a lot of development. So now that I'm in my full-time job, I don't find it really hard. And I think you can like do development once you start in the job. Like no one expects you to be a pro when you just join out of college, and the industry is pretty supportive. So if you're targeting companies which ask DSA and then you feel like there's always a question, right? Development or DSA. So from my personal experience, you get time to do development, but also this advice to try to do some development side by side. It will help you understand things and pick up things faster when you do a job.
Now, the most interesting part. Can we have drum rolls? We're gonna announce winners now for the Developer Days program. So can we
Yeah,
have
after finally
drum rolls?
efforts.
Can we have Developer Days OP before we announce the winners? Because we will be reading out names one by one. Since it was a leaderboard based event for the whole 5 weeks, we maintained leaderboard, and out of which top 10 participants will be the winners for Developer Days. And we will be highlighting the top 3 participants, then we'll be showing the whole leaderboard. And after this session, the leaderboard will be updated on our website as well. So please note that there won't be any further more changes on the leaderboard, because we have checked it twice and it would be the final leaderboard. So starting with the first, basically the should be like, what should we do? So
Also,
should we
we
declare
have
the yes?
also we
Sonal.
have swag section after the winners. So stay
Yes.
tuned.
So don't leave after the winners, because
Yeah.
everyone wants to know what swags we are giving away. So like, please keep the enthusiasm in it. And like Sonal, what do you think? Should we declare the winner from the first, second, third, or third, second, first? In what order we should declare the winners?
I think we must start from third to keep up the enthusiasm that who is the first one.
Yes, that's true. Like, what say audience? Please have it in the live chat. What should we do? We was like pretty much confused when we were talking about how what should be the order of declaring the winners. 3, 2, 1.
So 3
Great,
participants are saying 3 to 1. We can go with
great.
that.
Then we can go with that. So, Khushboo, this will be the third position in the UI UX track. So,
Yeah.
would you do be yeah? Would you do the honors to read out the name?
Sure, definitely. So huge congratulations to Yash Jaiswal for being the third position holder in the UI and UX track. Kudos to you, Yash, and a huge round of applause. You have deserved it.
Next, we have the third position in the Android Dev Track.
So Priyanshu Borole, congratulations on being the third position holder in the Android track. I hope you got to learn a lot, and well done.
Do we have these winners in the chat? If you are, please like have a small uh, hi or hello, so we can congratulate you in the live chat. So next is the third winner of the
Yeah.
web development
Web
track.
development track.
So congratulations to the third winner of the web development track, which is Neenand Kambli. Congratulations and keep up the high spirit. Yay.
Now we'll be moving
Next goes
towards the
with
top 2 positions.
yeah,
Yes.
the
So
second
now take one.
position for UI UX track.
So congratulations to Anushka Chaudhary for being the second position holder in the UI and UX track. A huge round of applause for Anushka.
Now goes the second position for Android development track.
Congratulations to Sahil Makkar for being the second position holder in the Android track. Kudos to you, Sahil. Well done.
Now goes the second rank for web development track.
So the second rank for the web development track is held by Vitesh Bera. I hope you have pronounced your name correct, and lovely name and even lovelier contributions that you have made to the community. Well done.
Now, number one, should we declare it or not? Let's have a
Yeah.
small drum roll for the number one position holder for all the three tracks, because they have worked really hard participating and submitting every challenge which we gave in all the three tracks for the whole 5 weeks and the final projects as well. As mentioned again, we had about 800 plus projects submitted in this whole 5 week of developer days program. So the first prize for the UI UX track goes to
Goes to.
Congratulations, Rohit, for being the first position holder in the UI UX track. It takes a lot of effort and consistency, and you have done it. Keep up the high spirit. Congratulations.
I might need to take some advice from the first track winners to avoid procrastination, I guess. Now we have the Android Dev track, the first position holder.
So congratulations to Priyanshu Borole again for being the first prize winner in the Android track. Congratulations! Like this is your second award, I guess, in today's ceremony, and it shows how dedicated you have been. Kudos to you, man. Really.
I guess there's a mistake, and our team will
Oh.
rectify. And I request the team to ping it the final winner in the prize, like the final chat, so we can have the winner announced. It's Khushboo, if you can read out the name in the private chat.
Oh, sure. So it is Gaurav Kumar. These things happen all the time, you know. Some things get skipped. But congratulations, Gaurav. It is amazing that you have bagged the first position, and just keep doing what all like you have been doing, and you will go great places. Congratulations.
I'm really sorry, Priyanshu, for this mistake. And now the final winner for the web development track.
So the first winner for the web development track is Sai Rakesh Potnuru. Congratulations for being the first winner. Keep up the spirit, and I hope you got to learn a lot and pass on that knowledge to your juniors, and you're doing amazing. Kudos to you.
Now we can
Now
move
the
to top,
next
I guess.
top
Yeah.
10. Here are the top 10 winners. So I won't take much time of Khushboo. I'll just read out the name for the UI UX track. Fourth is Ashmit. Fifth is Kaustav. Sixth is Yash Kumar. Seventh is Kaushal. Eighth is Sparsh Kapoor. Ninth is Shwed. 10th is Tanisha. Sunal, would you like to read for the app dev?
Yeah, sure. So fourth is Vibhuti Patil. Fifth is Harshadi. Sixth is CC Nipun Das. Seventh is Diksha Chaudhary. Eighth is Subhashai Mohapatra. Ninth is Saket Mathur. And 10th is Rosie Chandikar.
Now for the app dev track, fourth is Shaurya, fifth is Nishikanta, sixth is Diksha Chaudhary. Congratulations, Diksha, you have bagged both like top 10 ranker in both app and web. Seventh is Ishika, eighth is Khushi, ninth is Shwet, and 10th is Kanak. Congratulations, Shwet, as well, because you have bagged top 10 positions in all like two of the tracks you have participated. So congratulations everyone who have participated. And now
And now
we'll
come
be having
interesting part.
swag part, the most interesting part, which everyone was waited. We have
Before
Vinayak.
I would just like to
Yes.
take a moment here before we jump onto the swags. Although these were the top 10 that you saw in all of these slides, but kudos to every single participant who came in here, put in an effort, and took the first step to learning a new technology. Keep up that spirit and keep being involved in these communities. Each one of you is a winner. So a big round of applause for everyone who participated. Yeah, that's it.
Great. Talking about the swag part, we have Vinayak. Vinayak, would you like to come up on the stage and first of all, like, thank you so much, ma'am, for being like Khushboo ma'am for being here and helping, like, being for your time actually, being having a such a busy schedule, and like you being called in like such a short notice, and still you agree to be in the closing ceremony for developer days. We'd like to thank you so much for it.
Honestly, I'm humbled to be here, and thank you so much to all their organizing team for taking up initiatives to do something like this for the community. And kudos to everyone who participated. I wish you the very best in all the endeavors.
Great. So let's move to the first towards the swag part. Vinayak, let's over
Yes.
to you.
Okay, so I was seeing a little. Okay. Go back to the previous slide first. So I saw a lot of enthusiasm in the chat regarding swags that what the winners would be getting. Now we can go through the top 10. What top 10 would be receiving a swag from us? Khalid, next slide, please. So for every individual who has secured the top 10 position in their individual track would be getting a developer day sticker pack, a special community sticker, surprise swags. I would be revealing them soon. Then we have Dev Folio Kotlin Mozilla t-shirt that depends upon your track. Then we have Dev Day t-shirt, so a multiple t-shirts coming your way. Then we have promo code, and when we talk about promo code, we have multiple promo codes for you. It's would be free domain name, a free replit.com account, DigitalOcean credits worth $100 for all new registrations, 90 days extended trial for Blasmic Cloud, 90% off coupons on Script Foundation Academy live courses, 5,000 authentications on Savo, JetBrains, and Eco Air 1 month subscription. So that all would be covered in the promo code. Then there would be a special thank you card for you to participating in the developer days. And then we have verified e-certificates. Now you might be getting certificates in each and every hackathon, but this is special. So there would be some verifiable thing that would be assigned in your certificate, and you can verify them on the site. So these certificates are totally verifiable. Next slide, please, Harith. Now for the active participants. Okay, one thing to mention, many of the participants were asking that what they're thinking of getting swag. So even if you have submitted 1 week of project, we would be giving you swags. So when we talk about swags for active participants, when we have developer day sticker pack, a special community sticker, promo code, thank you card, and verified e-certificates. Many of the things were already there in the top 10, but these are some one who were active during the developer days but could not compete could not was not able to grab that top 10 positions in the individual tracks. Now some more important points to mention. You would be getting a mail regarding what you will be receiving from developer days that would be attached with a Google form, where you would be have to just given your address that where should we ship your swags and all the other details that what special can there was a special point that special about the special swags. So we have some special swags from our sponsors, that was Savo and all. So if you have participated in the Savo authentication challenges, you might be getting some extra t-shirts, some extra community boxes. So might be 3-4 t-shirts coming your way if you have secured that top 10 position, and some Savo special packages. Now, talking about all the other participants, so it would be digital swags and e-thank you card for all the participants who register for developer days. So I just got a question from Amit. What is the criteria for active participants? So when we talk about active participant, you at least need to submit 1 week of project in any of the 3 tracks that would make you eligible in getting a swag of the active participants. So then I guess we are done with the swags part. And don't worry guys, if you still have any confusions, Discord is there. Me, Khalid, Sonal, and all the other organizers would be there to solve your queries regarding SOX. And please give us at least the time of 10 days to make sure we give you mails of what you are exactly getting. So you can wait till 10th of October. All the things regarding Google form, what you will be getting would be circulated through a mail from our team. I guess
And
that's
talking
all for
about
today.
why we kept us like suspense of what is the
Okay.
criteria of being an active participant.
So there is a special thing. If in early phases we would have like announced that if you have done the week 1 challenges, we would be giving you the active participant swags. But the the main thing for such events is not swags. It's all about the learning and how you could just take up this opportunity and learn few things. We had more than 30 sessions. We had special speaker sessions. We have Twitter spaces. It was all there to like you can collaborate with new people, meet new people, and it can actually grow in your field with other folks who also are interested in the same field. So the swags are just a token of appreciation that you are were the part of developer days and you have done extremely well. Even when I talk about the active participants, even submitting 1 week of projects means a lot. And overall, Khalid have already stated, we got more than 800 projects submitted. So it was a long task for our mentors and judges to even judge them. And thank you for your active
And
participation once again.
most important part, our mentor, our judges, and our team manually judged each and every project you submitted in these 5 weeks. So 800 projects was manually judged. It was not automated at all. So even the leaderboard was all segregated based on the point system. So it was all quality based judging. And initially we did or said that active participants, you need to submit every project and being every project and even the final project. But that was all to not make you think that developer days is a swag event. Developer days was an event for learning, and we are really proud that our team actually accomplished it.
Okay, so just one point to mention, as Amit is asking in the chat section, we would be updating the leaderboard after this session, so you can go through our website as the session ends. I think Rahul will be responsible to actually put up all the scores, all the updated scores on the website, so you can actually check what position you have achieved. I guess that's
It
all for
might take
swag
some
part.
time. It might take 30 minutes
Yep.
to get the leaderboard updated on the website.
Give us time till
So
at
you
least
need to
12.
wait. Yes,
That would be
basically
good.
because it's a big leaderboard we need to update.
Yep.
Now we
Now
had
comes
feedback.
I guess I can go through backstage then.
Yes, sure. Sonal, over to you.
now comes our active participants who have said words about how our event was. So we can look forward to that.
Basically, like, we cannot thank much for all these reviews, but it will
Yeah.
take a lot of time to read each and every review. uh like there'll be a special reel will be rolled out by our team on our Instagram, as well as a small video as well. So these are some reviews. Sonal,
Yes.
any comments for the reviews part?
I think no comments. I'm
Like,
speechless
we
for
had
this amazing reviews they have given.
also, like, one more reminder, you might have got email reminders from Dave for you to put out the reviews. Please do put your reviews, because we can actually improve our event, like, improve the next developer days very soon. So we're gonna have some questions now. So any organizer would like to come up on the stage, they can. And this was the end, basically not the end of the slideshow, basically. So I'll be stop screen sharing now. Questions for Khushboo will also be welcome here. And I would request organizer to come up on the stage, because these were the one who were actually very active throughout the 5 weeks and helped us all along. Do we have Dheeraj as well? Dheeraj, can you turn on the? I'm not able to add you. Great. Uh, there's a sound from someone's side. If one can mute. We have Harjot as well. So everyone, there are about 9 people on the screen right now. We have Karthik as well. We have Harjot as well. So everyone, there are about 9 people on the screen right now. There's a sound from someone's side. I guess there's a repetition of the sound, Harjot. If you can mute your sound.
Yeah.
Great. So, like, questions are welcome related to developer
Yes,
days.
Khalid.
And yes, Dheeraj.
And before proceeding further, first of all, take the screenshot like we have Khushboo with us.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
actually.
yes, yes.
Okay.
You can
So
have a
that is
quick
the most
screenshot.
important part as of now, I
Atulya, can
think.
you
So first take
can
the
you have a
screenshot.
screenshot? So can we pose like this? And
Okay,
by the
so
time everyone can spam developer days OP in the chat. Great. Thank you so much. Now, any questions for the organizing team and other? There are many more people. Anshupriya, there are not only 10 people. Just the thing is, we cannot accommodate more people on StreamYard. So yeah. Uh,
I have a question for the entire organizing team. What is it that you all learned? Like, what was your biggest takeaway from organizing this particular Developer Day series?
To be honest, Khushboo, I was personally learning Android development along with the whole track. So I was leading one of the lead in the web dev track, and I was simultaneously attending and submitting challenge for the Android dev as well. So I took it as an opportunity to learn other tech stacks apart from mine in this developer days. Apart from this, I personally like got some confidence on my managerial and operational skills. So that is one of my takeaways from developer days. Anyone who would like to add from the organizer
So
point of view?
I'd look just to add one point here. So we were there in the management sector, and after 2 weeks, we were like somewhat panicked that what we are doing wrong. Is there something that the participants want to hear from us? What are the mistakes we make? So at the end of 5 weeks, it was all about what mistakes we made. It was our first event. We have participants more than we thought. It was like more 4 times more than we expected. So when it was like come to Discord management, and then it was YouTube management, and also we were like, okay, it's a lot of work, and we were panicking some of the other time that and even some miscommunications in the team. But that's all. This is all a learning part of such organizing such hackathons. And it was like great for the first time, and we are ready for the second time when we will be launching developer days once again with a slightly different type of concept that could actually bring more and more peeps to join and work with us.
Anyone else would like to add your point?
Yeah, actually, same as Kali said, he's looking developer days as an opportunity also. Similarly goes for me. I am also learning web development through the developer days only. So
And by
yeah, that's
learning,
it.
we actually like
Yeah, actually,
upgraded our
while learning,
website
I had
very
to.
much
Yeah,
long. Like
actually.
upgraded our website along because it was initially it was only a static. Now it's a full stack website present on.
Yeah,
Like
actually.
our website is completely full stack. All thanks to Rahul and his team. So thank you so much, Rahul, for this.
Welcome, welcome. So
So,
yeah, I have
like,
receiving
this
some
is a
question
okay.
that is from the chat. I want to confirm that everyone who are receiving the swag will get the mail confirmation mail within a week. So don't get panic that you are receiving or not.
And it's a request to please give us time because it is kind of very hard to do everything manually, and like
Yeah,
we are just a bunch
actually.
of students who are active. So like give us like quite some time so we can actually arrange everything. Uh,
What
Now
we
next,
wait?
like any more questions from the like we had one questions.
Yeah.
Actually, I missed to join Developer Days initiative. So will there be any similar sessions happening again? Yes, very soon. We'll be coming back with such similar events, not particularly the same event, but we'll have the same motive in mind, and we'll try to organize such events much often. But now actually our team needs a break for at least a month now because we are very our whole team is actually kind of tired being working so hard for these 5 weeks.
Also, I would like to add a point that we are having three communities who are actively doing this kind of event, so you can join our communities for this thing.
Yes,
And
we'll
also, if you're
definitely.
not participated in our event, like all our events are recorded in the YouTube live, so you can go and see all the sessions one by one and learn what we have taught in developer days.
Yes. uh, Next question. We have questions. We can take questions for Koju as well. We just skip that past just because we need to announce the winners. We are still like she's. I guess she is still open for questions. Um, is there any criteria like scoring 10 plus for active participants? Like every criteria and every scoring sheet was updated on our doc and is available on our website and even our Discord server. So you can have a look and make sure you're ready for the next developer days whenever it's happening. So you can have a look there. It will be updated before midnight. Give us some time because the scoring was all done manually. So it takes some time to update it on the backend as well. And also, like, there was one more winner. I'll just take some time. By the time you can take question, there was a separate challenge which I forgot to declare. Sorry for that. Savo for our challenge. Just a second. I'll figure it. By the time others can
So
take questions.
Shivam is asking the question that I want to ask Dev Days team how they come up with developer days.
Okay, I'll answer this question. So how we came up with developer days was like that we wanted we wanted to participate in such a kind of hackathon or anything. Like we couldn't get a platform where we could learn from zero and then take part in a hackathon. So why not create it? So we came up with developer days with this similar idea that if we are not getting a platform like this, let's create a platform like this. That's how developer days. We thought about developer days.
Great. So
I
in
have another question for the organizing team. So, how did
yeah.
you pick up the members of the organizing team? Because a lot of times, community people like they find it challenging to pick the right set of people. So, how did the team grew so large? And
Okay, so I would like to answer this. Like we don't pick up the organizing team, but our team is already there. Like we have a collaboration of three communities. We have developer student community now, OpenCo. We have KUG Durg. We have Mozilla Durg. So all these three communities have their own team, and those teams collaborate together to make this developer days team. That is how it happens.
that's amazing.
uh, Sahil wants to ask, like, okay, what motivates you to organize developer days? So before moving towards
I'll
Sahil's question, I'd
answer
like
this
to.
again. Okay.
Sure, sure.
I'll take this question again. Like, while we started our tech journey, we faced a lot of issues. Okay, like I'll be talking about myself. I wasn't getting a proper direction. Like I was like, okay, first I'll learn this, then what? Then I saw, okay, this is something new. Let's learn this. So that was not a proper path. It was very random. It was very pointless, directionless. So that was the main motivation. We thought of that. Let's come up with something which gives the participants a proper direction, like you grow from zero, then you learn this, then you have to learn this, and then you can make like full stack projects. So that was the main motivation to organize the developer days.
Uh, Sorry for interruption. I guess Khushboo needs to leave. Before leaving, like, there's one question. Like, do you play guitar?
Request from Sahil.
This is a
Like,
virtual background if you haven't realized so far. I do play guitar, but
I
I'm not a pro at it.
actually I realized it because seeing that the top head part of your screen.
Right.
So now Khushboo actually needs to leave. So thank you so much, Khushboo, for your time and coming up
Thank
for
you.
this closing ceremony in such a short period. We won't able to thank you enough for supporting the event. So
I'm
Karthik,
really
would you like
glad
to add
I'm
anything? Any one of the organizers would like to add anything for Khushboo before she can leave?
Yeah, so from my end, like I have all talk with Khushboo in a very chatting manner. Even though we have a GitHub field day, so we can't interact in a networking session. But she's the one who inspired me to start community. Those who didn't know the community culture, even all my juniors are there. The community culture that what I bring out or that whole my team brings out is one person, that is Khushboo Verma, because she guided me on that end. I just asked randomly one chatting in a Twitter, like, ma'am, can you help me out in this thing? And I didn't expect that she reply me back, because I thought why she reply me back, because they have a huge person, and why she replied me back. But when she replied me back, that gives me more motivation, like why I need to start my community, or our community specifically in our region. So thanks Khushbu for motivated me to start the community here in my region. Thank you.
Before
even
going,
worse.
Khushboo, like, and adding anything, we need to announce basically one more winner. That was the Sour for Art challenge. So for Sour for Art challenge, what you will be getting is everything will be like any hosting fee and any app store fee will be waived off, and so will be supporting and funding your project if they really like the project. And for that, there was a like an amazing project and basically an app which have a cryptographic and wallet basically. So I'll just put the name in the chat so you can announce it and then you can add your point. Sorry for interruption.
Sure, sure. So congratulations to Devidatta Surya Prakash for being the winner of this awards challenge. Kudos to you, and I hope that you use the rewards to learn even more skills and you continue creating such great impact. Congratulations.
And the project name was Stark Marketplace. So congratulations for this. Congratulations. So Khushboo, were adding anything? Sorry, really sorry for the interruption.
No, I was just saying that Kartikeya is so kind that he's mentioning it so humbly, but I really admire what he does for the community. And through Twitter, I have been like seeing all that he has been doing, and organizing such a huge event, such a huge series is not an easy task. There goes so much on the background which people do not see, and I really appreciate all the effort that you all have put in. And I can't wait to see what is it? Open and Co, right?
Open
Really
code.
great
Yep.
idea, like really great idea how you have brought up inclusion as one of the major pillars of the community, and I'm really glad to see how that ecosystem is building up. So kudos to you all. I'm really inspired.
again
Thank you
again I'm
so
saying
much.
it's not me. I given only 1%. My whole team, like all the team, even those who are in the backstage, these are the, you can say, the OP person. Without them I am nothing. That's these are one of my inspiration. All Atulya, Khalid, Hansa, Dheeraj, Harshjot, Sonal, and many more, like Vinayak, like many more add-ons to that. I am nothing without them. So again, thanks team for supporting me for this initiative again. Because when talking about Atulya and talking about like let's create something, because we didn't get any that type of hackathon where we learn from very scratch. And well, let's get started with thing. And just coming Atulya and just I'm talking regarding on that, and we just came up with that, like let's collaborate with three communities and let's get started with that. So again, OP to my whole team again. Yeah.
So once again, thank you so much, Khushboo, for your time and coming up for this event in such a short notice.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for
Also,
having me.
I would like to thank you, Khushboo, for adding so much valuable points in answering the questions. It can really help a person a lot. So thank you so much.
Okay, so
Awesome.
let us
All
have Khushboo
all
be
the
in the
best,
chat
everyone.
Yes, we'll
before
before
Khushboo
she can
Verma.
leave, let's have Khushboo open the chat. I'll also put it.
Oh my god, you all are so amazing. I don't know what I have done to deserve so much love, but it really keeps me going, and I'm really, inspired literally. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much for waiting once again. Great. So I guess we can now, if no one has any questions, we can now wind up this closing ceremony. As because we have the organizing team have lots of background work left for you all. So I'm really
There's
like
one,
we all the whole team is really emotional related because all this 5 weeks is now coming to an end.
yeah, there is one thing I would like to mention, that Developer Days is not over yet. The Discord service is yours, and we'll be sharing the resources also, and we'll be also having fun events regularly. So be active there,
Yes,
and thank you
and we're
for
Also,
gonna
this.
come up with
Atulya,
more amazing things. Atulya,
Roshan is requesting for music.
like, even
Let's
we,
save it
even the
for
organizing
Developer
team,
Days 2.0.
basically the whole organizing team is waiting for Atulya to play a guitar. Like we can have it sometime
We
soon.
can
Yes,
have it
we,
for
basically
2.0.
yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Another suspense. We have Vinayak as well. Hi Vinayak. I guess you were facing some
I,
network issues.
I was just fixing my light.
Okay,
Now I'm
no
back.
worries. It took you a while actually.
It took me a while.
And like Anyone? Sahil Makkar wants a gaming session. Harjot, if we can have it, please take a look.
It's all depend on Harshot.
Yes, Harjot is the one who's handling everything.
We'll be having it soon. And for today's, we'll be being there in the Discord server. So if you want, you can join there. We'll be having just
We
a
can
top.
have a hangout after the leaderboard is updated, for sure.
Yes.
Madhav wants to ask how to join developer days now. I'm second year student. CSE student.
Uh, like you're not late actually, but developer days program was not related to only swag and competition. We still have all the learning resources available on our basically YouTube channel, so you can have a look. And if you follow the path and if you even do the challenges, please ping your work in the Discord server, and we can just have a look and appreciate.
And one more thing, Khalid, if I guess you have forgot to mention, it's about we will not be opening tickets for marks, I
This
guess.
final challenge, yes, there might be some corrections which will be the final leaderboard which we updated will be final, and we won't be opening any tickets for the final leaderboard since there's no use of it now. So it
Yep.
will be everything which will be updated on the website will be final. There might be some mistake. We had one unfortunate mistake in the slideshow, but that won't happen in the leaderboard.
Exactly.
It's today's Discord chat time. You can just hop in now, even after the session, and talk to people. All the organizing team might take some time to come up and interact with you all because we have some back end work right now, and
Yep.
most of us
A
are
lot
all
of work.
and most of us are also hungry because we haven't eaten enough from the lunchtime. We are all preparing from the back end. We are all actually evaluating the basically the merging of all the leaderboards and all which happened today. So thank you so much for participating again. And if anyone from the organizing team wants to add up, they can, and then we can wind up the session.
So just a
Okay,
single
So
point.
just
Yes,
a
Dhiraj,
second.
just
There's one
yep.
question. Aniket, if you have made something on Savo, you might have received one user research call, and that if they really like the project, they have sent you a research call, and once you join the call, schedule the call and talk to them, and if they really like a feedback, they will be sending you a Savo community box. So that is what we promised, and we're gonna have it.
so like we are near to 1K subscribers. So one special announcement, like if we gonna have 1K subscribers after this developer days or something like that, we would give special giveaway some swag box to one of the random subscribers of our this uh, YouTube channel.
Yeah, so do share about
Okay.
Developer Days YouTube channel.
Also,
Yeah.
at the end, I would like to say, like, here are all the organizers. So let us say, let us continue the trend and let's say only one word related to developer days. You cannot say the word already told by other organizers. So one word for developer day. Okay, starting
Starting
from
with you, Dheeraj. No, you starting with you
okay,
only.
okay, sharing. I would say sharing because share is the thing what we have done, sharing knowledge and teaching others about different tracks. So I would say sharing.
I'll go the next. That is learn.
I guess I can go
Uh,
next.
That was
Is
my word, Khalid. You're bad.
no
Okay,
worries.
that is the
I'm bad, I
criteria.
guess.
I guess I can go next. That would be experience as a organizing team.
I
I
would
will
like to
go
go
with
next. Okay, I will continue.
Okay, let's do one thing. We will nominate the next one. So Sonal, you can go next.
Okay, so I would like to say hustle. That's the self-defining word that we need to hustle in each everything to just go
By
up.
the time participants can also attendees can also put their words in the live chat. So nominate someone, please. Sorry for interruption.
Harjot,
I would go with opportunities and avoiding procrastination.
Yes.
I would nominate Atulya again.
I was saying one word, like I wasn't like I want to speak. It was not like that. But okay, because you've said so. as Khaled already said, I was saying learn because everyone who is a part of developer days, either a participant, an organizer, a volunteer, anyone, we all got to learn from developer days. Like one or the other way, we all got to learn, and the learning was not small; it was huge, I guess. So, Rahul, you wanna go next?
No, nothing. I am agreeing with you. Nothing else.
I mean, basically, you have to take a word related to developer days, and it should not be repeated by any of the organizers.
Okay. So actually, just my network was not there. So I have just came up. So I need to go to the YouTube channel and watch the rewind. So if anyone wants to
Basically,
take over,
learn,
I
earn,
will contribute.
opportunity, hustle is done.
Okay.
Learn, earn,
Okay. Okay.
opportunity,
Okay.
hustle.
Okay. Okay. Learn, earn, opportunity, hustle. I will be like, mm, I'm not getting the word. It might be learn, hustle. What are the words that already? Learn, earn, hustle,
Earn, hustle, opportunity, and sharing.
sharing. Then I
Rahul,
will
there
be
are
going with,
thousands of words.
yeah,
Yes,
actually, but
actually,
I am not getting any word right now. So you will be getting like caring, or you
yes,
can say
actually.
just because actually because everyone was there. There are a lot of other folk also. Suppose we are not there for helping them, so they are just helping and caring them of other folks. So being in a community is one of the most important thing for care of other folks. So
Nominate someone, Rahul.
Nominate someone, Rahul.
uh
Hansel and Karthik is left.
Left.
yeah, so I will nominate Kartike.
So yeah, from my one word is community. Developer is not a program; it's a community. We collaborated with each other with different community, but again, developer days is community. Community in sense of family. We are the family. All the participants are the part of our developer days family, and I hope so. We are bringing some more programs for you, and I think so. You got great insight throughout this process, and yeah, again, last but not the least, Hansaj, you go on.
So yeah, I would say inclusiveness. Like it was open. It was a program that was open to all, especially, and it was not just a program for college students. It anyone like school student, college graduate, or anyone could have applied, and it was open to anyone of belonging to any culture, race, or caste. So yeah, I guess inclusiveness.
Uh,
Answer is taking word
like
from OpenCo, I guess.
Yeah.
now,
Okay,
like
just
I
one point
hope
to
we
mention,
can end.
Khalid,
Sure, sure,
before
Vinay.
we end. Okay, do you guys want us to make just a small video of what the top 10 and the active participants would be getting, so that when you will receive
Yes, a sneak peek,
you
basically.
a sneak peek basically. So we would be trying to make a small video that I guess we will feature Atulya only, because her house is the swag
Warehouse, swag
warehouse.
warehouse.
Exactly. So you might be seeing Atulya for more, and we will try to keep Developer Days Discord, Developer Days YouTube, Developer Days socials as active as much before we actually move into a second destination, that would be Developer Days 2.0. Few points to say before we end it. First of all, thank you to all the organizers. This is way not possible by if you guys were not there, and we pulled off an event about 3000 plus on the first go. 800 plus projects, mentors, judges, volunteers, volunteer representatives, and yep. Before we end, thank you so much to our audience for being there. Us, I know I can literally have names who were there almost in each and every event. I would just not name them now because I know you guys. You were there from starting to end, and thank you for making Developer Days a huge success. Let's see what
Vinayak,
heights we can.
don't get us emotional now. Let's quickly wind up. And before that,
Yes,
last announcement that there might be some changes in the leaderboard, and it will be updated on our website. And that would be the final ones. Once again, I'm
yes,
saying that we won't be opening any tickets nor entertaining any request on DM or the Discord server. That would be the final words. So, Atulya, would you like to add end as usual you used to do for the one last time?
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today, to all the participants who made this event possible. And thank you so much to all my team members and to all the team who were a part of Developer Days. And thank you so much for joining.
I guess
That
we have that
that's
line one more time. That sponsor line.
yes. The sponsor
Okay,
line for the one last time for Developer Days 1.0,
Yes,
because
point two.
we'll be back very soon for the one last time.
okay, okay. So, thank you so much for joining us today for the ending ceremony of Developer Days. Okay, so I'm messing up right now. Sorry.
So everyone is emotional right now. The whole team is like, why it's ending very soon? Anyways, like Sonal, would you like to take up, because I guess
Yeah, sure.
Sonal.
So thank you so much for joining in to the last session and the closing ceremony of Developer Days from Mozilla, the Developer Student Community, and KG, the represent Developer Days, platform partner Devfolio, authentication partner Travel Lab, supported by Step Foundation, and streaming partner CVR. A month-long celebration for developers. Bye, everyone.
Bye everyone.
See you all soon.
Can we
I'm
have the
waiting for
video
the
once again?
video one last time.
Yes, I'm also waiting for the video one last time.
Dheeraj, can you just have that?
I guess Dheeraj is facing the network issues. No worries, I'll
Yeah,
take over.
I will.